Today's a really special day because it's our 10th year anniversary of the Chuck Hurd Award. And Rebecca has written 3 eloquently written pages of what I'm supposed to say. However, I'm going to speak from the heart because I think we're here today not only to remember Chuck, but to talk about what Chuck brought to our company. And I think what I'm going to share shows that he's still among us. So I'm going to start by talking about the Capital Area Manufacturing Group that walked through our plants a couple days ago. I know at the SPQRC meeting, everybody bragged about how excited they were for the tour, and it's so fun to take people around, and they're just giddy talking to you guys. When Jeff started the speech, of course he started with a motivational speech, and he started it by talking about love. And I thought, holy smokes, where are we going with that? And kind of scared me for a hot minute, but of course, he pulled it off. And he talked about when we started, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, working on our mission and our vision, it was my dad, Jeff, and I, and how much we love this business, we love our employees, and we love our community. And when you do that, great things happen. And that's one of the things Chuck brought us. He brought us love. He brought the community love. And the second part is when these members of the capillary manufacturer walked through, some of them talked to some of you. I don't know who talked to who, but they came back and they were just giddy, absolutely giddy, with talking to employees who are excited to be here and excited about what they're doing and excited about sharing what they're doing. When the QS 9000 auditor did her wrap up, and Kim and Don can concur with this, the woman gets emotional. I mean, she tears up. She goes, I have never walked through or audited a company like yours before. These people care about what they're doing, they're committed to what they're doing, they're passionate about what they're doing, and they love what they're doing. All of that is a representative of Chuck and why we started this award. When Chuck passed in March of 2013, we were devastated. And I'm going to share a really embarrassing moment that I did. When Chuck passed, I went to the hospital, and this poor guy was legally brain dead, and I'm screaming at him to wake up. And I'm sure he was up there in heaven going, look, lady, I'm in a lot better place up here, so leave me alone. I'm not going back. But what Chuck brought to this company, I was devastated to think it was going to be gone. And for those of you who know Chuck, I'm sorry to bore you with the story for 9 years, if you've been here that long. And for the new people that haven't heard it, I want to tell you a little bit about Chuck. So at our annual tailgate one year, I was at the post office at 3:30, 3:45 at night, and I can hear the Michigan State fight song blaring from the other side of Subway on a green motorcycle with a green man. And I walked out of the post office and I stood there, and yep, it was Chuck Hurd. And he walked by me and I was laughing and smiling. I'll never forget the grin of joy on his face. At Halloween, Chuck would shave the top of his head and come to work in a monk outfit. I don't know how he got anything done, but he had that little brown robe on. Every Easter, he was asking Gail for an Easter bunny outfit. Chuck brought so much life and energy and love. He was always smiling. He was always committed. He was so passionate about the community. If the new timers are from Eaton Rapids, you'll remember all those inflatables that are out there on the other side of Magnesium. Well, 11 years ago, I think it was, some little snotty teenager went and punched a hole in all of them, and Chuck was devastated. I mean, there had to be 100. The news came out and interviewed him. He's like, I'm not doing it again. I put so much money and time into this. I'm heartbroken. Well, the community rallied and raised enough money to buy all new inflatables. And when they did that, we actually had a ceremony, and people would park at the Magnesium, and my good friend Kelly Dean brought it down a bus, and we bused people from Magnesium to Chuck's house, and we had hot chocolate and cookies. And we celebrated and lit them all up. And that was Chuck. So when he passed, I thought, we're gonna have this huge void. And so Rebecca and I believe it was Gail, and maybe a couple other people, we were like, how on earth do we get this passion, this commitment, this leadership in his family, in his community, in his work? How do we bring that? How do we keep that? So we started this award. And I'm excited after 10 years and 2 months, I have 2 different people come through here, and they are like so giddy about our employees. I'm just so excited that that spirit is living on. It's living on in each of you, and I can't thank you enough for that. So at this time, I'd like to read the last 9 years of award winners. And when Chuck passed, Rebecca and I and Gail and a few others, we rallied to pull this together, and we created this well-written note that Rebecca wrote, and we went to the funeral home and we presented the first ever award to Chuck's parents. And it was very emotional for all of us. And I think his mother has been forever touched that we're remembering him in this way. Chuck was young. I will say this, if anybody has sleep apnea, please take care of that. We lost Chuck to that, and he was young. So please take care of your health. If you think something's wrong, don't ignore it. Don't say, I'll take it tomorrow. We lost a good friend. He had a heart attack. He wasn't feeling well. He should have gone to the doctor. He went to bed instead. So please, I'm going to reiterate, don't ignore it. Please pay attention. So the first year, 2013, was Chuck Hurd. 2014, Kevin Towsley. 2015, Kurt Kenny. 2016, Tim Skidmore. 2017, Todd Stowell. And why don't you, if anybody's still here, why don't you guys come on up and join me? I know Kurt's here. I think Tim's on vacation. Todd should be here.
He's coming.
Or Tim. Todd, sorry. Tim's on vacation. Okay. Keith Clark, I know, is here. Kim Pritchard's here. Rebecca, Missy Miller, and Marty Bodell. Can I have a round of applause for these awesome people? And you guys can help me present number 10. Our 2023, and I am going to read this so I don't miss anything. Our 2023 award winner encompasses the spirit of doubting persona in many ways. She exhibits the core principles with her influential leadership and, of course, her moxie and candor that's greatly needed, especially in her department. She always is the first one to volunteer and is willing to jump in and do whatever, whenever it is needed to help with either work or personal matters. She has been instrumental in participating in almost every fundraiser and team building event that we have had, including the breast cancer awareness walks, which thank you for everyone for that, Thanksgiving and Christmas family adoptions, which have touched a lot of people's hearts, tailgate luncheons, company picnics, retirements, going away parties, baby showers, and much more. She's a great team player, has a big heart, loves what she's doing, and is always working to help her fellow coworkers, community, and especially when someone is in a hardship matter. With her 17 years of combined service, because she left us for a little while, she has demonstrated her commitment and dedication to Doubting by serving in our quality department. With her tremendous attention to detail and her excellent attendance record. She is a devoted wife, mother, grandmother. She spends relentless hours supporting her grandchildren in their events and also represents Doubting to the community by setting up Doubting tables to help market, hire, and showcase what a great company Doubting is to work for. The 2023 Hurd Spirit of Doubting Award is Bernadine Goodwood.